Static encounters have been around since the very first generation of Pokemon. From rare encounters like Snorlax to Pokemon like Mewtwo and the legendary birds, they were always one of my favorite things to discover when playing through the games for the first time. Some of my favorite Pokemon to this day are static encounters from Sinnoh. Besides legendary and gift Pokemon, Platinum has 3 static encounters: Rotom, Spiritomb, and Drifloon. One of the biggest misconceptions I had when I was younger was assuming that if a Pokemon had a static encounter, it was a legendary, particularly Rotom. Not only does it have a special encounter requirement where the player has to talk to a TV in a haunted mansion after 8 PM, but it even has the legendary encounter theme. I also think Spiritomb's design, cryptic method of encounter, and use by Cynthia also lends itself to being pretty legendary, at least by schoolyard standards. While it's obviously common knowledge by now that these encounters are not legendary, back on the schoolyard we really didn't know any better. I even have this old guidebook that wrongly labels Rotom as a legendary. Regardless, these Pokemon always held a special sort of weight to them during the release of Diamond and Pearl, and I have fond memories of discovering and catching them for the first time. Now on to what we're actually hunting. Admittedly, I never thought Drifloon was a legendary, but I remember being very excited as a kid seeing that a special Pokemon visits the Windworks on Fridays. Showing up on Friday and seeing it sitting outside the Windworks was always exciting, and I still grab one in every playthrough if it happens to be Friday. I found over time this Pokemon has really grown on me. Besides the great design and the incredible shiny, I absolutely love the lore behind this Pokemon. As a horror fan, the idea of a Pokemon made up of a wandering soul that abducts children who thinks it's a balloon is incredible. It always reminded me of Junji Ito's short story, The Hanging Balloons. In a series as clean and as PG as Pokemon is, I'll eat up any morsel of nightmare fuel I can get. Since this DTQ started, I've acquired a few more games and cap cards to work with. I ended up grabbing both a Spanish and Korean copy, bringing my total up to 6 copies of Platinum and 5 capture cards. I figured the simplicity of this hunt would make it the perfect way to test the new setup. This hunt wasn't too long at all with 5 games going at once, and I was also lucky enough to find it on stream. Here's how it went. Yeah, I've seen fakes that are see-through though. You got to make sure the code on the back is correct as well. Those cartridges should be. There's an NTR code for each. Oh my God, shiny Drifloon in the German game too. Nice, we did it. Let's catch it. Or let's try to. Ooh, I have 6 Premier Balls. Do we go for it? Oh, it does work. Okay, chat is working. Okay, nothing. I also didn't check if this thing had anything that can like kill itself. I'm gonna assume no. Yeah, no, this isn't supposed to be a hard catch. I've got like 90 Pokeballs. I hopefully will be okay. One, 2, 3. Caught. Nice. Class. Alright, what do we name it, fellas? Pennywise, Driftstick, Exorcism. Exorcist is kind of crazy. That's a crazy name for this Pokemon. We'll go with Exorcist. I'm gonna name it Russell. Yeah, Russell Crowe. Alright, let's save. Let me see all those nature guesses again. What do we got here? Zach guesses Sirius. Failure TV guesses. The chat keeps moving now. Quirky. Silverfish guesses Lonely. Gab VAO guesses Timid. Wasayan guesses Modest. Lonely, Serious, Quirky, Modest. And it is... Oh, I guess Naive, I guess. That's usually what I guess. No one got it right. It's Saghaft. Was bedeutet Saghaft? Ich brauche deine Hilfe. Timid. Is that richtig? Alright, it's Timid. And what does it have? Entlastung. I think it's Unburdened, because it says item. With 6,030. 45 minutes is crazy too, I know. This hunt was going crazy. Like, the speed of 5DSs is just ridiculous. Alright, let's check it out in battle. Regular Shellos. Or Shalellos in German. And Exorcist, our shiny Drifloon. What a great shiny. It's just that's a classic. And with that, we got our third member of the GTQ. After stream, I ended up evolving it, and I think it looks amazing. Now, normally this is where the video would end, but while gathering footage for this video, I ran into something pretty interesting. So I don't have the webcam or anything up, but that's a random shiny Drifloon. I was just gathering footage for the funny video. Oh no. Oh. I don't think it's full odds, but that's okay. All right, so we're back at camp here with our new friend, and I caught this while watching Clockpitch stream, and he's telling me to name it Nosepass because that is what he's currently hunting. So we're gonna give him a new name. Beautiful. So I was literally just out here collecting footage, like just B-roll for the Drifloon video, and then yeah, it was like literally like the first clip, the first Pokemon I saw, basically. It wasn't full odds, unfortunately. It was Dex level 10, but that's still a 1 in 2048 chance, which is pretty crazy. But we'll check it out in battle here. There we go, jeez. And there's our shiny friend, our shiny Drifloon. I think he's great. Let's see him put in some work here. Confusion, sure. Nice try. And it is Lax. Lax, shiny, Drifloon. Random, shiny Drifloon. But anyways, you know, there's a little bonus shiny. A little shiny Drifloon for your shiny Drifloon video, you know? Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.